olives have a recurring role in Italian cuisine, while tomatoes, garlic, and basil always get top billing. But look out, the Angry Olive Italian Bistro is in town. Joining me now is Alex Ruggiero, the head chef, and Patty Boysenall, the marketing director. Welcome. It's great to have you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure.
This is a unique name. How did you, I understand there's a story behind this name.
There is a tale of the Angry Olive, and that is the Italian cuisine is famous for its garlic and tomato and basil always gets the credit, and it's featured in all of the a lot of the dishes. But the olive is there too, and it never gets enough credit, so that's why the olive is angry.
Is angry. All right, and I understand this is owned by the La Rosa family.
It's owned by the La Rosa family of Meriden, and we just in November celebrated our first anniversary.
And that is really crucial, especially that first year for any restaurant.
Right. The food speaks for itself, and we really were very careful with how we marketed the restaurant, and we have some customers that just are very, very true to us. So.
All right, Alex, yes, the food does speak for itself, and
yeah,
this smells so fabulous. What have you done so far? Well, first of all, let's tell everybody what you're going to be making.
Well, what we're
here.
making today is risotto alla Toscana. It's something very typical that you would have in Tuscany, like a farmhouse or something. So very basic ingredients, some vegetables, some beef bones, just some scraps. And you just put that into a pot with some water and some fresh herbs.
What kind of herbs?
We use fresh thyme, lots of fresh parsley. You know, that really livens it up. And basically what we started here was with some onions and a little bit of wine and the arborio rice, which is
and that's
what
crucial
you
for
use.
risotto.
Yeah, it's a very specific grain. It's like a little pearl, and it has a lot of creaminess to it naturally. So that's what we use.
Now, what's key to making sure your risotto isn't overcooked?
You just have to gradually add the beef stock here into the rice. If you do it too fast, then you're going to have overcooked rice. But if you go nice and slow and watch it, you keep stirring, of course.
Yeah, you can't walk away from this.
No,
you
never,
really
never,
have to
never.
be there, right? Keep a close eye.
Absolutely.
And what do you have in that pot? What else do you have in there?
This is all the vegetables and the meat, and basically we're taking the vegetables right out of here and adding them into the rice. So instead of chopping it and then cooking it in the rice.
What kind of meat is in there?
Basically, we have some. You can use any kind of meat you want. We're using just some
look at that.
Some leftover steaks here, actually. So we're gonna take this. And we just cut it up, and we can add it right into the risotto.
All right, that looks really great.
Yeah.
Now, this is on the menu?
This is something that we would typically do as a special, rather than having it on the menu right now.
And you've got some really fabulous events coming up, Patty.
Yes, we do. We actually, one that's going on right now is our Zeppoli Festa, which Saturday, March 19th, is the Feast of St. Joseph. And Joe La Rosa Sr. was born on, as you might imagine, St. Joseph's Day. It's the owner's late father, and so to honor his memory and his birthday, it's in the Italian tradition for St. Joseph's Day. Everybody makes the Zeppoli, and we have some here.
Zeppoli, yes.
And so the promotion's been going on for the last 2 weeks, and it's been pretty popular, I guess, right?
Yes, very popular.
So we're going to extend it for another week, and we have a ricotta. We're featuring a ricotta-filled and a honey butter-filled homemade Zeppoli.
We also have some pictures of the restaurant. Let's take a look at this. This is a fabulous looking. It looks almost like a bit of Tuscany there.
It is. The decor is very casual, very rich but casual, and we can seat about 160 people all at once. That's the dining room.
And we have another picture of the bar area.
That's the bar area. We have an extensive wine bar. We keep adding to it, and we listen to whatever people are asking for. We bring in a lot of really, really exciting wines.
Now, Alex, what have you added to this that we have
Right
missed?
now we're just finishing it with some nice whole butter and some freshly grated Parmesan cheese.
Oh, I can see the cheese.
Yep, that's going to finish it. It's going to thicken it up nice. It's very simple ingredients.
And this is something we can do at home.
Yes.
Of course, we'll have the
This is
recipe
stuff
on
that
our
you can
site.
get right out of your fridge, you know?
It looks complicated, though.
No, it's very simple.
Perhaps for someone like you. For me, it would probably be a little challenging.
Yeah, it takes a little practice.
You can put anything in there?
Anything you want. Whatever you want to use to flavor it. At the restaurant, we'll use some of our products that we make in-house here. We got the sausage and the pancetta that we're making now. And of course, we make all of our fresh mozzarella, and we cure in our own olives now. We're really trying to step it up and use the freshest ingredients that we can find. So.
And of course, that adds up to some delicious
Of
dishes.
course, yes.
Patty, I understand that you guys are always involved with a lot of charity events. What do you have coming up?
Actually, we have, we're actually going to be featured in the Weathersfield Historical Society has a taste of Weathersfield. We did it last year, and they asked us to come back again this year. So there's quite a few restaurants that feature one of their dishes. And then we actually, I guess what's coming up on April 12th is the American Liver Foundation Flavors of Connecticut. Todd Lyon from the New Haven Register, she chose all the restaurants that are going to be featured, and we were lucky enough to be one of them. So we're very excited
Quite an
about
honor
that.
It
to be
is.
invited to that.
Do you know what you're going to make?
We're still debating quite a few different dishes, so it's putting a lot of thought into it, and
Good.
the decor, of course. So.
Well, I know also that you have this fabulous patio.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we
It's actually a lot of fun, and we try to open it as soon as the weather looks like it's going to hold. When it gets warmer out, usually in April we'll open it, and it's the site of a lot of really fun events. So we're going to be doing. We'll do a cigar night for men.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a cigar and spa night for women, probably in June, July. And it's a lot of fun. There's hors d'oeuvres and a signature drink
Yep.
and cigars and all that kind of
It's a
stuff.
really nice patio. It actually has a little fireplace and some nice lounging chairs and plants.
It sounds like something that
It's very
you
nice.
might want to make reservations for.
Actually, yeah, that kind of thing is advertised. It's in the local papers. It's on our website, and you do call for reservations. There's usually a ticket. You have to
Exactly.
buy tickets for
I would
it.
expect that would be a tough event to get into just by walking in that night.
Some people get lucky. And
They do.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
never know, though. You never know.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at this risotto. How's it looking, Alex?
It's looking good. Really what you want to do is try to keep cooking it so the rice continues to cook, and you want to get some of that liquid out of there so it's not quite as soupy. So we're just going to keep
You
cooking
keep
it.
stirring it
Yeah.
until it evaporates?
Yes. And then once the rice gets close to being finished, then you stop adding liquid, and you let it kind of boil out like this.
Looks delicious.
So
It
about
does.
another 2 or 3 minutes, this will be ready, and then we can plate it up.
In about 2 or 3 minutes, it'll be ready?
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're going to absolutely try this at the end of the show. We
Yeah,
we
we-
have we always come back to the kitchen to try this fabulous food. And again, the restaurant is located.
It's at 1625 Silas Dean Highway. It's right off exit 24 off of I-91. And again, the patio will be open pretty soon. And we've got book signings coming up, and a little fashion and art with food show hopefully for the summertime.
Lots of fun
Yeah, we have
things
a
going
lot
of
on.
really-
coming up. We're very busy. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It's
Wonderful.
good, though. It's great.
All right, just a reminder to all of you that we do have that recipe on our website, so be sure to come into WTNH.com and click on Connecticut Style. Now, coming up next.